It's kind of 3 words to describe myself. I would say funny. I know that's kind of weird to describe myself. I know that's kind of, just generic. But I'm a funny guy. I tend to just seeing random things, like instead of talking to people, I'm just kind of like seeing it. And it's not necessarily a show tunes thing. I don't necessarily have to be very comfortable to do that. I just need to know your name. Sensitive, it's sensitive. Yeah. Simple in a good way. Not shallow, but just like, there's none of the frills. I feel like the Lord and it has always worked with me in the transitions in the season. It's changing in my life. I was praying and asking him what's going on. What's next to us, Lord? And he was just being really honest and saying, hey, be specific. And, I kept thinking them and I would have these thoughts, but I would think ever say something else that wasn't totally true, but I thought that's what he wanted me to say. I thought that's what he wanted to hear. I'm glad. I just kept feeling like he was like, no, that's not it. He was like, dig deeper. Tell me what you really want. And I knew. I was supposed to actually speak it and say it. And I just did. Finally. And I didn't even know what I was saying when I said it. I just kind of opened my mouth and I felt like such a weight lift off when I said exactly specifically what I wanted to happen for me, for my ministry, for music, for my family, and I just like doubled over and started crying. It wasn't even in that moment that I felt the Lord was actually going to do all that. It was just that I needed to get it out and actually say it. And there was just such a peace that came with the fact that I knew he knows me now. Other people would always, told me what I was and who I was and him and how powerful this was or how anointed this is. And it wasn't that I didn't believe it. I just didn't walk in. I don't think, and I don't really feel like this. I'm walking into a new season where it's not only going to be known to other people how much the Lord is using me, but it's actually going to be known to myself. Like how powerful his hand is on my life. I want to lead out of that place that I know he's going to show up. I know that he's going to be faithful and I don't have to worry about that. So let's just go. It's so much easier to lead people when you're going somewhere where you've actually been. And then I'm going to go with the 4th one, and that's relatable because I'm super relatable. And you know what? I'll go with the 5th cause I'm Southern, and that's a great quality to have. I'm a simple Southern, relatable guy who's hilarious. It's been good for me to have those moments in worship outside of the corporate church studying and all that because it's for many reasons. Obviously just to be intimate and close with him on a daily basis. That's where it is. That's where we get fed, just to have it be where the only thing that could come out of this encounter, which is just with me and him. And it's not going to be anyone else like necessarily being touched by this too, to let me know how amazing it was or how great it was that they were touched by this. But it's going to be just me, just the Lord. And it's in those times and out you can take that into the corporate worship and then go for it. It can make it easier to not see the approval of man, and just in those moments. I really just want to go there because I want to show people man, I was just with him yesterday, it was amazing. Come with me. Let's go there. That's what I grew up on. I grew up looking for those moments and wanting those moments. There's something amazing, yes, about the whole church coming together corporate, singing the same thing. Let's believe this. Let's go after this together and in unity. Once we go there, I love to take it, and now that we're all here, we're all together. Let's go here and let's go find out what could be for something that the Lord wants to say and do with us today. And maybe it's just for today, and maybe it's something that he wants to do, that we grab onto and we keep singing about forever.